Hi, I wanted to do a video on the hardships of trying to camp in a van, and I would imagine if you were living in a van, it would be about the same. So I'm in Colorado, and I was up in a little mountain town, and the problems I encountered up there is, wow, I like to hang out at this little park, the one where I show you the river going really, really fast. I hang out in that park, and they have public restrooms, only they're not open. They're locked. And I was talking with a guy from the area, and he said it really depends on funding. Sometimes they're open, sometimes they're not. He says you can go to the visitors center, but it's a little dinky bathroom, and I don't know how cleaned up you're going to be able to get. But he said, yeah, there's no showers around here, and there isn't. I've asked everybody up in that little mountain town. I can't even find a campground where I could go and pay for a shower. So with that and the price of food, which was astronomical, like I can get a bag of salad here on sale for between $2.50 and $5, and that's a meal. Up there, it's $8 for the same bag of salad. Up there, a pint of blackberries was $6, and here I just paid $4.50 for a pint of organic blackberries. Yeah, I couldn't even afford peanut butter in the loaf of bread that I wanted from the store. It's just a regular grocery store. So I found, and they started construction in the school parking area. It was like behind the ball field. They started construction and they shut off the entryways to that area that I thought I was going to be able to sleep at. So I went further down that road, which online says that, there's dispersed camping, and I had to go down a little ways, and then I turned around and came back, and I found this flatter area, just dirt, off the side of the road next to a little creek. And so I pulled over and I stayed the night. Nobody bothered me. A lot of traffic was on that road until about 10. Then it quieted down. But it was really cold last night, and I was having trouble staying asleep. I woke up at about 3, went to the bathroom, and then it was just tossing and turning. I was in a lot of pain, I think, from the cold. I couldn't get comfortable, and so I got about 4 or 5 hours last night, and the night before about the same because it was too hot. I was supposed to go to a little motel, but when I got there, the AC wasn't working well, and the room was hot and in the sun, and I said, I can't stay here. Well, why didn't she just start the AC hours before? Because it doesn't work right. So she wouldn't give me my money back, and I've disputed it through my credit card, but I don't know if I'm going to win because she had a 48-hour policy. But I told her, I went, she showed me the room. I tried the AC, we were talking, and I told her, this isn't working, this is lukewarm, it's not even cold air coming out after 10-15 minutes. It's just a lot of hardships when you're on the road, and you've got to accept them and push through. And so I found a shady spot, which is a shock, in a handicapped parking zone in a parking lot behind all the stores. And I'm sitting here with my old Polar fan blowing on me with a power bank plugged into the power bank, so I'm not messing with the vehicle because, I put $1,100 already into the vehicle, and the AC still isn't working right. I don't know what I'm going to do from here. I really don't. What do I do? I've replaced the compressor. They just flushed out the radiator. I do not like this town. It's too much. It's too busy. There's no damn trees to park under. There's not a decent park. There's nowhere to swim but the public pool. I went by one of the public pools. It was a nightmare. It was literally inch to inch human bodies. I'm like, yelling, screaming, throwing, everything. And I'm like, wow, no. This isn't going to work out for me. It's not like New England where I can go and hang out at a lake. It's not like New England at all. And I thought about going to the Oregon coast, but I understand they're having smoke from wildfires. And I really don't want to be caught up in a wildfire. Hello? So Bonnie and I have plans for my birthday, somewhere either before or after my birthday. We're going to do a little picnic and go up, do a mountain drive, but I realized I already did that drive. I thought it was different than the one I already did. Maybe we'll just go up into the Rockies, and I really wish we could find somewhere to just get in the water and sit there. They have stuff around here called reservoirs. Some is used for drinking water, and you can't swim in those. The other ones I've seen is gross and disgusting, with geese crap and geese in the everywhere, feathers. It's so gross, and they charge you to get in. I'm like, oh my gosh. So, yeah, no. It's not always easy. You come to an area, you think, oh, Colorado, lakes and rivers and swimming. Not so. Not so. No. And the price of food up in that little mountain town, horrible. So I couldn't find anywhere to clean up. Not even a bathroom sink could I find with warm water. Nothing. Couldn't find a shower. The nearest shower was like down some dirt road, miles and miles, at a campground. And I don't think that one had showers now that I think of it, because I looked into it, And no place to exercise. And so I came down into what I call the city. And it's a big town, really. I know that I can go to the Y here. I'm all signed up. And I'm going to take a shower tonight around 7 before they close. I might exercise first, depending on how I feel, because I'm very, very tired. But I know I need to strengthen my body. It's extremely important. I have some very serious issues that require... I just can't believe what's happening to me. I can't lose faith or hope. God's been so good to me. Let me tell you the incident. So I come off this little mountain town, right? And, I'm going from like 8,000 feet to 5,000 feet. And it's all really sharp, hairpin turns, going straight down, trying to navigate all those turns, and people behind you are just so ignorant. I can't believe how ignorant people are in the Northwest. They are so impatient. I don't know if they're all from New York City or what. They act like it, let me tell you. Nothing against New Yorkers, but they're terrible drivers. I mean, like Massachusetts. And like a lot of the places I came through. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Maybe this is a phenomenon in the U.S. that young people are you-know-whats. Anyway, so I'm coming down, and that's going fine, okay? Brakes are doing fine, and I pump my brakes, or I shift down, let the engine do it, right? That's all it is around here. I don't like it here. I really don't. I hated Las Vegas, and I'm somewhat dislike this area. So, oh my God, they're gonna just back into each other. A bunch of nuts. Anyhow, so I finally get to this bigger town, right, that I'm in now. I come up to the light. I take a left-hand turn, and it stalls out. The van just stops. Can't steer the wheel. So I quickly shift it into neutral, turn it over, and get it out of the way before someone rear-ended me, right? And I found a lot, and I parked next to that. And I shut it off, and I let it cool down because my coolant went all the way up to 260. It went to the top. It almost hit the red line. It did hit the red line for a little bit, and it said, check gauges. I'm like, oh my word, no. So I parked there, and the guy who did my battery and my brake flush, I called him. I went in there. They changed out the radiator fluid, the coolant, because he said the minute he took the cap off, he said it was low to start with, and it just spewed. Just spewed. I guess I'm going to have to start checking everything regularly. I don't know. Well, the AC was working before he flushed the coolant. he said, and now it isn't. Well, I mean, it's blowing, but not cold. And I don't know what to do from here. So, all these little things add up to, do I tuck tail and go home? I don't want to go home. What's there at home for me? 4 walls and watching a bunch of videos and being miserable and feeling really sick. I don't feel sick here like I do there. I don't. I'm not dizzy and wiped out. Even with only 4 or 5 hours sleep, I get right up, I make my coffee. It's different. There's something wrong in that building. Now what am I going to do? I don't know. But I want to talk to you about the trials and tribulations of trying to camp in a van, live in a van. There's got to be somewhere for me, somewhere cool and breezy and with a place to swim. I'd like to just sit in the water all day, and problem with New England is the horse flies, the black flies, the mosquitoes, the deer flies, the green-headed flies. They all bite, and it hurts, and they love me. What are you gonna do? Well, that's what I'm going through. I got my old polar fan blowing on me. I think I'm going to change into a dress maybe. And I have very lightweight dresses from Temu. And I don't know. I don't have an answer for my life at this point in time. All I know is I'd rather suffer in this van, in this town that I'm not that crazy about, than go back to my Florida apartment. And that's the truth and the sad facts. It'll be 67 degrees tonight around 9 o'clock, and hopefully I can cool the van down enough to be able to sleep in it comfortably. I hope so. I don't know what to do about the bed makeup of it currently. It's just not working for me. And I said to myself, if it doesn't work for me, I'll go to Walmart and I'll get one of them, foamy mattresses. But that's $300, and I'm already in the hole $1,100. So plus $26 because they wouldn't take my U-card at one of these grocery stores. So I know which one does take my U-card, and I'll just start going there. I might just pick up a loaf of bread and some peanut butter, guys, because that doesn't go well. It says refrigerate after opening on the peanut butter too, and I don't want any seed oils in my peanut butter. So when you buy things without a lot of preservatives, then you have to, keep it cool. I think I'm going to stay here until I celebrate my birthday with my daughter Bonnie. And then I'm probably going to go somewhere else, but I don't know where. It's not cool across the United States of America. And I don't know where to go. Maybe I'll just stay and I don't know. I don't know where to go. I'm going to have to look at a temperature map of the U.S. Well, I wanted to touch base with you and let you know what's going on and how things are working out for me. And so that's the long and short of it. And as I always say at the end of my videos, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Hey, there's a little bit of breeze. Ooh, overcast. Yes, thank you, God. That's it. But the thing I wanted to say was, had I lost my steering going down that mountain on a sharp turn, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be down at the bottom of the canyon or in one of those fast-flowing rivers. God has always got my back. Now that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.